Browns versus Bills. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened, but first, please pardon my tardiness for this video. This is supposed to be out yesterday, but it's the week of Christmas, and I have been incredibly busy with Santa. Nevertheless, let's talk about them Browns, shall we? Have you ever heard of the phrase failing upward? That's the best way for me to describe this week's game. Let me tell you what I mean. That complete failure we witnessed last week against the Bears actually had a silver lining in it because there was a lot of things they did in that game that they did this week as well, except more polished and perfected. Remember this play from last week? Short little hitch to Judkins and a chip and release from Brendan Bates. Instead of taking the easy first down, he ended up trying to force it to Fanning and ended up with an interception. Same thing this week. Fake it to Judkins for a short little hitch, but instead of Brendan Bates this time, it's Fanning on the chip and release. Get it to him out in the open field, easy first down. They didn't run this play last week, but I know a lot of y'all remember this. This is the infamous two-point conversion where Judkins completely forgot what the hell he was doing against the Titans. Well, apparently all they had to do was just make a personnel swap. Swap out Judkins and Larvin and put in Malachi Corley and Isaiah Bond, and magically it works. Another easy first down. Good job, guys. Here's another play they ran last week. I don't have the play against the Bears, but I do know it was an incomplete pass. Number 9 completely bent on the fake to Judkins, left Harold Fanning wide open, easy touchdown. This is what I mean when I say failing upwards. They're taking their lumps and things that they screwed up on or messed up on in other games, and they're bringing them back and they're polishing them and perfecting them. And not only is the team doing that, Shadour's doing that as well. He's taking his lumps, but he's also learning and progressing and elevating his game. Let's talk about injuries. I'm so glad that they didn't sit him down for this because I legitimately thought he was done for the day over this little tiny injury. It's a freaking cut pinky. Put some peroxide on that, put some pre-wrap on it, tape it up and send it back out in the game. When I played, I just seen people dislocate thumbs, break wrists, all kind of crazy stuff and went back out in the game. And that was high school and college. That's a lesser level than the NFL. If they would have pulled him out of the game for this, I would have Hulk Hogan leg dropped my coffee table into oblivion. On to a more serious injury. This Judkins injury was pretty bad, man. From what I read, it was a broken fibula and a dislocated ankle. Both of those injuries combined, you're looking at about a 3 to 6 month recovery. So I think he'll be back in enough time for next season. Hopefully he's in top shape like he was before, but man, get well soon, Judkins. Defense, how y'all feel? Myles Garrett has been a complete non-factor for the defense for the last 3 weeks. Had it not been for this one bogus play where they ran Josh Allen all the way back down to our end zone, I wouldn't even known he played. Another person that I'm starting to lose my patience with is Miles Harden because he's doing a lot of the same annoying crap that Greg Newsome did. Constantly getting beat on plays, nowhere near the ball, but every time that camera is on him, he's hopping around and dancing and celebrating like you out there making plays. Boy, sit your ass down. Can we all of a sudden not stop the run game now? This is the 3rd week in a row where the opposing team's tailback has run all over us. Tony Pollard, DeAndre Swift, and James Cook have all baked us the last 3 weeks. I don't know if that's because Malik Collins or Aiden Huntington is gone, but we got to figure out an answer. I said it before and I'll say it again. I don't care anything about this season, and apparently the team doesn't care either. They're just playing just to fulfill their contractual obligations. But at the end of the day, that was a 10-4 team that we played against, and we only lost by 3. So even though we lost, I still take that as a win. Got the Steelers coming up this weekend. Anybody that knows me knows I hate this goddamn team. Santa Claus, I don't ask for nothing, but the one thing I want for Christmas is to send these black and yellow turds home with a loss in the L column. We'll wait to see what happens.